Hello and welcome to SKTV. This is Primetime English News. First, the headlines. Durand Cup will not only instill courage and competitive spirit among players, but strengthen bond between Indian security forces and people, asserts Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla. Census 2026 scheduled for April to carry out delimitation exercise in Manipur is a ploy to wipe out indigenous population, alleges Meitei Tribe Union Youth Wing. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee meets Governor, flags financial irregularities in housing projects for displaced persons. After Bishnupur and Jiribam, flying squads formed for Imphal West to ensure safe farming activities and prevent any untoward incidents during farming season. And Directorate of Printing and Stationery becomes first paperless office in Manipur. Director Ngangbam Robin says will make efforts to minimize use of papers. And now the news in detail. Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla has asserted that co-hosting the Durand Cup will not only motivate sports persons in the state, but also help in strengthening the bond between security forces and general public. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla was speaking in the press meet which was held in connection with trophy showcase and roadshow event for the upcoming 134th edition of Durand Cup, which Manipur will co-host with 4 other states. Speaking in the press meet which was held at City Convention Centre, Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla asserted that the tournament will help in building harmonious relationship among communities while encouraging the spirit of sportsmanship. Chief Secretary Prashant Kumar Singh, Chairman of DCOC Lieutenant General Mohit Malhotra, GOC 3 Co Lieutenant General Abhijit S. Pindhakar, GOC 57 Mount Division Major General S.S. Kartikeya, Major General of IGAR South Ravrup Singh and Manipur DGP Rajiv Singh also attended the press meet.
These efforts not only promote the spirit of sportsmanship but also bring people together across regions and backgrounds, celebrating unifying power of football. I wish the 134th edition of Durand Cup a great success. We all in Manipur definitely are looking forward to the matches here. I am confident that it will be a bigger, better and more thrilling than ever before. My heartfelt wishes to all the participating teams. May you play with honor, courage and passion, inspiring countless young hearts along the way.
Earlier, the 134th edition of the historic Indian Oil Durand Cup, Asia's oldest and world's 3rd oldest football tournament, officially kicked off with a spectacular trophy tour starting from the picturesque Sendra in Manipur. Established in 1888 in Shimla by Mortimer Durand, the tournament began as a competition among British Indian Army teams. Today, it stands as a symbol of footballing excellence and national pride, uniting professional clubs, services teams and fans across the country. The flag-off ceremony was attended by top military officials and prominent civil dignitaries including GOC 3 Co Lieutenant General Abhijit S. Pindhakar, AVSM, YSM, GOC 57th Mountain Division Major General SS Kartikeya, YSM SM, Secretary of Youth Affairs and Sports N. Pravin, Commander 27 Sector Assam Rifles Brigadier S. Prashant, Colonel K. N. Singh, Colonel N. Gojendra Singh, DC Bishnupur Puja Ilangbam, SP Bishnupur Ravi Kumar and Padma Shri Saikhom Mirabai Chanu. Addressing the gathering, Mirabai Chanu expressed her pride and honor at being invited to the showcase, stating that it's a proud moment for Manipur and for all football lovers. She thanked the Indian Army for involving in this legacy event. The tour features 3 legendary trophies, the Durand Cup, the Shimla Trophy and the President's Cup, each carrying decades of legacy. This year's edition will see matches hosted in Kolkata, Jamshedpur, Kokrajhar, Shillong and in Imphal, which first hosted Durand Cup matches in 2022 with packed stadiums and thunderous crowds. The trophy tour, led by Manipur's own biker group, the Thangjing Thumpers Riders, began from Sendra and travelled through Moirang, Bishnupur, Nambol, Manipur University and Kangla before culminating at City's Convention Centre, where it was flagged in by Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla. Two teams from Manipur, Neroka FC and Trau FC, will take part in this year's edition, competing against 24 top teams, including ISL powerhouses and services teams.
अखोइसे यामना वाना लेरिबने को हुजिकसे अदु इतासो अखोइ इंडिया की होइना नत्र अखोइसे तौबा सिउ ngami हाइबगी उथोकपदो हुजिक उलिबा असिजे जिगी खनबदा खोइदि यामना सुनुंगाय अदुगा अमरोमदा मणिपुर की खलगा सो अखोइ याम नुंगाइते याम तंगदु लेता दबा मा ओहेले साना निंगो ओइतासो थवा यावना सानाबा फंगदबा अदेगिदि पंगन पुथोगा सानाबा ngमदबा तौदबदि यादबा सोमदा अदुगुमा मयाम अमा पोले अदिगी मेंटेन दसु यामना डिस्टर्ब ओहेनबा दुगुमा मा ओहेलेगो सानाबा कांदा अदुगी मथक हौजिक दोरान कप तौदोरिबसे आइखोइदसु यामना तमजनिंगाय ओइबा अमदि लाकनेना खंजनिंगे दि इरांग मरक्सिदा सुमाइना तौबसिदा हगोलैबा आंगांसिंगसिना कमाइना तौगनी इरांग ओइतासु अखोइगी मेंटलिटी से कमाइना स्ट्रांग तौरगा थमगदगे अखोइगी इथौसे कमाइना पुंग चंगदगे हाइबगी परामसु दुम तमबिगनेना आइ खंजै.
Youth wing of Meitei Meitei Tribe Union MMTU has vehemently opposed to the census of India's plan to carry out delimitation exercise in Manipur based on the proposed census scheduled in April this year. In a press release, the youth wing termed the plan as an attempt to annihilate indigenous people of the state, while pointing out the presence of numerous illegal immigrants from Myanmar and Bangladesh in the state. It further called the plan to conduct delimitation without identifying illegal immigrants as a one-sided decision and gross violation of Census of India Act 1948. It went on to note that delimitation exercise could not be done on the basis of 2001 census report due to unjustified population increase of 118% in Chakpikarong, besides abnormal population increase in Surchanpur, Saikot, Purul, Maumaram and Paumata subdivisions, citing that the fertility rate of Meitei, Muslim and Christians as per the report of National Family Health Survey were 1.77, 2.34 and 2.94 respectively. The youth wing substantiates the abnormal ratio of birth rate and population increase in the areas. It also questioned as to why Foreigners Act 1946, Passport Act 1920 and Registration Act 1939 have not been implemented in the state. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC met the Governor of Manipur and submitted a memorandum expressing grave concern over the condition of internally displaced persons affected by the ongoing ethnic conflict in the state, which has persisted for more than 2 years. MPCC President Kaisham Meghachandra, who visited several relief camps and prefabricated housing construction sites in Bishnupur district, alleged serious financial irregularities in the implementation of housing projects for the displaced persons. I beg your pardon. He claimed that the construction at Fubala and Saiton was being carried out without any public tender, raising concerns of corruption and misuse of public funds. He further claimed that fake payments had been made for items never delivered to relief camps and that the situation reflects a lack of transparency and accountability in the relief efforts. Meghachandra urged the state and central governments to set a clear and fixed timeline for return of all IDPs to their original homes and districts. He called for direct financial transfers to IDPs' individual bank accounts, bypassing middlemen or intermediaries to ensure fair and transparent distribution of aid. The Congress leader demanded thorough and independent investigation into the alleged misuse of funds meant for prefabricated housing and relief camp management, including all disbursements since May 3, 2023. Meghachandra stated that he remains in constant touch with displaced persons across the state and is raising the concerns on their behalf. He appealed to the governor to take immediate action in the larger interest of Manipur and to uphold the rule of law, expressing hope that the intervention would help in restoring peace and normalcy in the conflict-torn state.
Prefabricated house da hanjanbagi mayum da hanjanbagi direct idea aduna mayum da directly original home da hanjanana ba dugi ne koina kanna masigi road map ama pibi on hairisi or hojiki popular government ama lainabagi haibasi masigi BJP na lepkadabani maramdi makoida masing honorable MLA sing akoigi majority like president rule ki matung da su development si ude adu ji tha taruk mapung pharakadore aduga hana sarkar popular government leading the suirang si sahi ani hana losinba akoi ngamgidre maram aduna praja sing na BJP da thajaba thamdi pa maram asina akoi masi anauwa asa ama anauwa miyam gi akoi gi election ama tawkanda akoi gi fresh election tawna hena pagani haina akoi na minor congress party gi hana su pungdokre.
Flying squads for Imphal West District were formed to ensure safe farming activities and to prevent any untoward incidents during the farming season. According to an order issued by DC Imphal West Mayanglamam Rajkumar, the flying squad for Lamsang Sub-Division will be led by SDC Lamsang Ningombam Rabichandra, SDC Salam Primandi Okram, SDC Sekmai Sujata Tokchom and SDC Headquarters Lamsang T Nandakumar, while that of Patsoi Sub-Division will be led by SDC Headquarters Patsoi Puyam Rahul Dev, SDC Patsoi Khitrimayum Renu Devi and SDC Konthojam RK Roshan. The order further directed the flying squads to reach out to farming areas in their respective revenue circles twice a week and as and when situations arise. FST headed by SDC Headquarters and non-affected circle SDCs must be on reserve and to act as and when reinforcement is required under the direction of subdivisional magistrates concerned. It also maintained that farmers and farmers associations can reach out to the heads of the flying squads or to the district nodal contact point through mobile number 98620 54678 or to the district control room through telephone number 0385 245 11. The launch of e-office portal has accelerated the work and also led to reduction on expenditure.
Printing and Stationery Department masana print tawomnina chedi laite yaro adugo paperless service kari yarigi che season adaba haidi maximum limit che yaudana office run tawdugo apna paperless office ko che yaud ya dam kom ni changani akoi je kadai da paperless wo hairagati akoi process public na na government na gazette am nambiu siman nambiu haida tharaku matam sita hanadi letter am iraga tm phanga koina process to pujiti kamai thadala e-office to in thare che do bakla public no email do in thare na to WhatsApp number apoi website to hapse adu website number to the WhatsApp to thaba ya email su WhatsApp su amta thara to public laga su log pe ha na te moi che do akoi pudak te scan to thoga e-office sangani adu mangonda paper oina de pi drai acknowledgement pamaga di screenshot lobiro koi dagi na taga nang email address san biro email da halake la koi phangmagi receipt haida thaina di receipt sen namaga soi dong no ko adu loi to khai advine tawga si process se yam yang khala e-office season abri ngambani.
As part of its continuous effort to promote organic produce from the state, Department of Horticulture and Soil Conservation facilitated the export of 1 metric ton organic queen pineapple consignment to New Delhi today. The pineapple consignment from Mangal Organic Producer Company Limited, Imphal East District was airlifted for supplying at Dilli Hart in New Delhi. Speaking on the sideline, Commissioner of Horticulture and Soil Conservation Thaituinglung Panmei expressed optimism on prospects of more exports for horticulture produce once train reaches Imphal. He added that exports of more horticulture produce including pineapple will help farmers in the state and also contribute towards economy of the state. While expressing disappointment over bad conditions of national highways which prevented export of 30 metric ton of pineapples to Dubai, the Panmei expressed confidence of surge in export once trains arrive in Imphal.
Pineapple si Delhi da organic outlet amade aduda run to riba the farmers producer company na 1 metric ton shipment authority akoi ki demand si am leibane adugo as you know state da issue is transport se lagdi phatte no order issue dai free flow of goods and commodities satong amde andak mak si koi 30 metric tons Dubai da khagdo ba demand lei adugo the problem is air condition container ubang amba la pada lambi sina yam problem lei highway se number 1 bottlenecks lei mayam da demand yam lei aduma bottlenecks lei adugo in spite of that our farmers doing very well rain la rabdi si demand mantra already Manipur is the farmers na especially horticulture crop na prosperity crop to really future prospects huge potential and we hope that with this responsible step and see the Tauri kanaba economic returns ko revenue ko pangam mayam honage
25th National Fish Farmers Day celebration was held today at Directorate of Fisheries, Lamphel, Imphal. The function organized by Department of Fisheries was graced by Special Secretary Nita Arambam, Department of Fisheries Director T. Fulen, Additional Director L. Jayarani, MSS Deputy Secretary Mohammad Ismat Khan, Joint Director T. Romi, Project Officer N. Hemchandra and renowned Manipuri singer Hamom Sadananda as main dignitaries. Speaking at the function, Director T. Fulen emphasized the growing importance of enhancing fish production in the state, adding that the annual consumption of 52,000 metric tons fish in the state, while a required 32,000 metric tons fish is being produced in the state, the remaining 20 are imported from Assam, Andhra Pradesh and West Bengal. Continuing that the department has been taking up possible measures to enhance fish productivity from time to time, Fulen added that the department provided several benefits to farmers under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana PMMSY and NFDP besides imparting training to many farmers. Citing experts' observation, the director went on to assert that the state has the potential to produce 60 metric tons of fish annually. Prizes were handed over to first position holder Salam Lokendra of Lapupatera, Imphal West for fish production of 43,765 kg. Second position in Thogjam Basanta of Khordak in Bishnupur for 17,462 kg and third position Laimujam Dinamani of Tentha in Thopal district for 17,366 kg fish production.
Culture way of life any function starting from Sosti. Festival requirements or Manipur requirement depend mini fish pit mill se district putting maki proposed to play to the FFD and Fish Farmers Development Agency through the productivities and some schemes appeal to the cooperative societies farmers in portal the restart biro accident insurance claims depend to mini fish pit mill se district putting maki proposed to play Manipur rate se compared to subsidized
Fast Track Special Court Number 2 in Lamphel has sentenced 65-year-old man from Singjamai, Thopsom Lekai to 2 years of rigorous imprisonment with a fine of 40,000 rupees after he was convicted under Section 12 of the Protection of Children from Sexual Offence POCSO Act 2012. The convict, Khosnam Ibohal, was arrested on October 7, 2020 in a case related to sexual assault on a minor. He had undergone detention for a period of 4 months and 17 days till he was released on bail on February 24, 2021. The court ordered for the convict to be sent to Manipur Central Jail, Sajiwa, to serve the sentence. COVID-19 cases have come down in Manipur as the state currently has 34 active cases. As per official report, 6 persons were discharged today. On the other hand, Manipur reported 2 new COVID-19 cases today, taking the total infected number in the state to 309. An official update issued today informed that 1 new case each was found in Imphal East and Bishnupur district. Manipur People's Party MPP has organized a reception program for members who joined the party recently. Former General Secretary of Manipur Chamber of Commerce and Industry Thokchom Jotin, former State President of RPI Athawale Ilangbam Sovid, Hinam Lenindro, Waikom Ananda and Yumnam Chitranjan joined the party during a formal program. MPP President S. Projen welcomed new members to the party. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee member Achoibam Deben urged Lamlai MLA KH Ibomcha to ensure that cultivation is carried out at over 100 hectares of paddy fields that are located at foothills of Lamlai constituency, which are currently inaccessible owing to the prevailing unrest in the state. Achobam Deben was speaking on the sidelines of a road inspection visit at Takhel under Lamlai constituency. While maintaining that conditions of roads within Lamlai constituency have deteriorated, Deben urged the local MLA to pay attention to the needs of people in the constituency, while also accusing the MLA of ignoring the problems of people.
Lamlai Kendada BJP Hariba Doje Maru Puna Mutalab Kandada Lamlai Kendazi Lambi Tong Pagani Ting Tapa Aduguma Santi Oiba Lamlai Kenda Mo Oigani Hibasi Miyangi Mapunda Yam Tamotion Hajer 2022 election Loraba Matunda Lamlai Kendrada BJP gi MLA Sasan Padagi Man MLA Oibadagi Kaidore Nasidi Lamlai Kendagi Oiba Lambi Pibam Neo Manipur BJP na Langak Pairaba Kanda Lamlai Kendasi Mirai Birabra Haibadi Sahi Amagi Pamam Topa local area development fund Amadi Tongan but Sahi Kudingi Manipur Sakana Tadarapa Adugumba Development Oba Sakot Torangi Oba Kwegi Sentang Mayamje Lamlai Kendadi Yaudrabra Haiba question to Deba Kaigumba Sentang Natraga local area development fund Tadabatara Gadi Lamlai Kendada Lamigi Tong Pibam Dumatic Paganeva Later Kulak Oilas Tabadi Later than a Nungakta Adu Lainang the Chatpaje Masina Takodi local area development funds Kaigumba Tadapatara Gazu Masiji Uchina Chika Pura Haiwa Wahangi Deba Hamjadi.
Meanwhile, Vice President of RPA Athawale Manipur State, Sapam Kangleipal, has drawn the attention of relevant authority on pathetic road conditions of Takhel Sanjanbam under Lamlai constituency. Bad roads have caused huge inconveniences to all commuters, including students. In view of the problems faced by people in the constituency, Kangleipal appealed to the relevant authority to intervene and fix the dilapidated road stretch in Takhel Sanjanbam.
Takhel lambi si phibam yam phattabudagi mahiroi sing yauna tongan ba sinfam da khoi gi thawak toriba sing hai tare khudam moina pung yeibagi sinfam da thawak toriba digi isai saga leijaba mayam sing si feijom selaga chatpa khotpa da yam natai chada ba phofum ma oirakpa adugi maram dunda oirakanda khoi gi Takhel lambi si matek ta yadaba nataba mapum moina Masang Jima Pulap Matam Sang Sembiraktabagi Yadabagi Potamadi Yam Sound Ubufange Mayam Ge Awabasi Angamatojing Nushibidana Koan Biu Atubumatam the Lambi Sembiu Lamlai Kendragi both Lepiri Mayam Zingzu Sugumba Mayam Jakra Yingjan Minazi both Mayada Tolaga Amada Pagun Hunabagi Fibam Donataba Sigi Takhel Lambizna Sohandana warning a Marakshida Karino Angamba Mayam Torakanda Fana Honasi Equimission Hunaraga Karim Kana Bunate Semga Sagat Puduni and a Fayedo I Mayam the appeal to work Lakshavani.
Ima Panthobe Street Vendors Union has warned to initiate mass agitations if authority continues to harass street vendors and prevent them from setting up their vendors on roadsides. Speaking in this regard in Manipur Press Club today, Secretary of Ima Panthobe Street Vendors Union Rajkumari Ningol Sapam Indira said officials of Deputy Commissioner stopped street vendors from operating at roads in and around Kumalampak on July 5th and 7th, but the reason for the prohibition was not informed to street vendor owners. While highlighting the plights and hardships of street vendors who earn their livelihoods daily by toiling hard on the roadsides, Indira maintained that the assurance to build a market shed during Congress government in 2014 never realized into real work, and the street vendors have been struggling ever since to make a living by selling vegetables and fruits in the vicinity of Kumalampak. She also warned to carry out agitations if street vendors are further prevented from running their vendors.
Zara Tara San Kumatanema. She the Pegum, Pangadi, a poison guide in Sadonoma. I did to Gabella and to Gabella was the Mitrani Kuni, and Mamani, Ashimatam Stakanana, Puyam the Canana, Mayola, Viduno, Atumatam, the Puyisu, Mapama, you have a chip, but don't sound the gate, 2011, the Sato Rabani, 2014, the quick change of markets, Hanea, and the Rigan and Tendon with the Yamuchum, Roside, the Pumi, to Raina Haitadi, a Pujakamana, Hinduinova. They are about us. Party music and party no have Toroga, Mayam Zigi will guide him to you have a share. She had any other. They want to look at this in a minute by fire already. A huge Akanga from the
A national seminar on the topic Nauriya Phulo Phundrei Life and Work was held today at the Court Hall of Manipur University, Kanchipur, Imphal. The national seminar organized by Department of Manipuri MU and Lininghal Phulo Phundrei Charitable Trust, Lininghal Trust, Mite Libak, Manipur, was attended by former Vice Chancellor in charge and Dean of School of Humanities, MU Professor S. Sanatombi, Head of Department of Manipuri, Professor L. Birjitta, Dean of School of Humanities, Professor N. Pramodini, Dean of Students Welfare, Professor C.H. Ibuhal, Apokpa Marup, Thauksanglen Kampad, Imphal President Thokchom Kuber, and Apokpa Loisang Yorobung, Manipur President Seram Dev Singh as main dignitaries. Speaking on the sidelines, Assistant Professor of Manipuri Department, Dr. Naurem Sanatomba, stated that the seminar was organized with the aim to explore deeper insights on re-examining the identity of Manipuris, particularly Meiteis, in the face of identity crisis in the state.
Manipur khunai asida identity crisis haibadi ekhoi isagi saktam isana khangjadabagi tongan mamakagi thogdok kaya ama makhoi bu miyam asida paujel pinanaba luk kyana civil society organization na phana honarabasu ama ngasi soigani hayeng ama soidharkani ngasina real video tongan ba mawong tadaba culture singnaba am thagalakani hayeng na ama tawrakani madu sumthokpada warba matam asida sikum makhalgi asigumba ekhoi identity thibagi ipaipugi thibagi Honglamga, Mari Lainaba, Hauramama, Nasi Manipur University Takta, Taibang May call Pai Wangbaski Takta, Pangtoki Ayaba, Manipur University Vice Chancellor, Amasung, Equi Timna, PB Pahibase, Adumatic Harauze.
Vice Chancellor of Dhanamanjuri University, Professor W. Chand Babu, has urged people to be conscious about environment on daily basis and to make conservation of environment a way of life. Professor W. Chand Babu was speaking on the observance of World Environment Day, which was jointly organized by Department of Environmental Science at DMU under the aegis of Directorate of Environment and Climate Change. Principal of DM College of Science, Professor K.S.H. Birbal, former VC of DMU, Professor N. Rajmohan, Directorate of Environment and Climate Change, D. Brajakumar, Head PG of DMU, Department of Environment Science, Professor Kojam K.K. Mani Bhushan, along with other eminent persons, graced the program. Speaking further, Professor W. Chand Babu stressed on the impact of climate change across the globe. He also emphasized on the need to carry out year-round awareness at schools, institutions, and to influence among policy-making bodies.
June the World Environment Day, hecta mayam punamoxi, hecta howdana, zongdana, hecta World Environment Day, Tauraga, Equina, environment canbang on whatever dinner day. Adobo, Equina, World Environment Day, observe Tauraga, La Iba, Lady Youth Mayam, Ada Hauba Sata Satri Mayam, Adobo Society, the Lady Bakoi stakeholder, community, Mayam Sidasu, civil society, public, Mayam Sidasu. Environment si ekoi conserve tawdragadi protect tawdragadi ekoi punamoxi hingbada warani haibagi awareness masima yamna pak sanna ekoi piba masang adugumbagi pak sanna pibagi matang si lakpa taragadi academic institutions amasung policy making bodies mayam sina lead tawdragadi ekoina Manipur gi mafam senba thongna masigi paw si awareness si yahunba ngamoidabagi challenge ama adum lai aduna masigi si ekoi academic institutions singjana lead tauba adu policy making bodies mayam government lai mayam sina involved tawba yam darkar lai haitare.
Of Environment and Climate Change Director Dr. T. Brajakumar spoke on the harmful effects of plastics as it becomes over 200 years to break down into pieces, and further micro and nano chemicals released from the plastics can cause detrimental effects to health and environment. Plastic bottles also contribute to flooding as it blocks the flow of river and other drains. Speaking further, Dr. T. Brajakumar urged the public to minimize use of plastics and to look for alternatives.
Plastics fully depend on Masina Kaithara Kanda Marasahi, Sam Sanish Manusidaman, Makum Picture Pumam, Torpam, Sinsnalaga, microplastic and Amadi nanoplastic, Udo, Makali, Makumam, Troposna, and Maswadi Oxlapa, and Maswadi or Kanda, climate change, Yamatin Pangsil, greenhouse gas, they have Angela Quaqueda, Lorena Masigi, Kum Sinsina Ishingi, Pudagimo, equipped food chain system, Laga, Haksang, E. the Ova, Placenta, the Ova, and I'm putting I with the Fangabumba, Sumasiam Isusi, every scientist in a report of a Hokre. Yamno Forward, Yamno Kana. Equating city Praza, Amoina, Muina, Sinaba Hitrabanina, Sinaba, my solution, total solution, my Sibokina, Menestogi, Portman, Labum, Drabanamasimatam, Kramasi, Kingenba, Natagamasi, Sinadaba, Amadi, Yanki minimized over, Handanba Masina, option Lectaba, Maramasna, Amopa Mam, open West Mam, Sinam, the plastic West, masi pollution pohon gadabagi sarupudi masi sinadun phare habi wakalon United Nations na beat the plastic pollution na plastic si phadi phai but plastic pollution ya phatte habi jai si wakalon environment world environment day si pangtho bani.
National Institute of Technology Manipur has been selected as Best University National at the prestigious National Geospatial Awards 2025 Edition 2, which is organized by IIT Bombay through its FOSSI project under the National Mission on Education through ICT. The award will be presented on the Open Source GIS Day celebrations, which will be held at IIT Bombay on July 17th, which will be graced by former chairman of ISRO Kiran Kumar. NIT Manipur stands out as the first institute from Northeast India to receive such an esteemed national recognition, affirming its commitment to excellence in higher education and research. Meanwhile, Director of NIT Manipur, Professor DVLN Somayajulu, maintained that the award is a testament to the commitment of faculty, researchers and students in advancing geospatial excellence and innovation at NIT Manipur. With the water level of Segmai Turel under Wabagai Assembly constituency running above danger mark following incessant rainfall in the past few days, several hectares of paddy fields in Luangto Maril Bedam Singh Khong area have been inundated by the water overflowed from the riverbank. The paddy fields, which lies in the adjoining area of Segmai Turel and Karungpad, had also experienced flood in the recent past. As such, farmers in the area have been facing immense hardships due to the repeated flooding of their paddy fields. Locals of several villages situated along the downstream area of Segmai Barrage at Kairak are also worried of potential flood as the river banks are vulnerable to breach. Around 1,000 hectares of paddy fields and fish farms have been submerged underwater in Salumpham area due to water overflowed from river passing through the village, making the owners and tenant farmers disappointed. Speaking in this regard, Salumpham Kang Yambim Gram Panchayat Administrative Committee Chairperson W. Chawyai expressed disappointment over the floods that wreaked havoc to large numbers of farmers in Salumpham area. He added that farmers in the area had also failed to reap the benefits of their sweat and toil last year due to occurrence of floods in the vast range of paddy fields, failure in the same location.
Akoi Salumpham Kang Yambem GP gi makhada akoi huji lairiba lokon sing asi akoi lau panarak patangariba akoi phongna mapanbi ani sorok bai tanja soida mu nong na leptana chubana akoi huji akoi minna urisi ekchi yengbadagina singa phawda akoi irang na habidi loktak pat kum ure amaramaduna akoi huji sarkar gi rupam dagi chu phodibu oiro adagi akoi panbi thanana ba akoi sarkar le sing department gi market gi yengshin biba akoi panchayat ki market gi nising jari
VLF Phubala, Ngangkha Cluster, TT Cluster, Wangu Cluster, NRLM, MSRLM, Moirang CD Block, Phubala Gram Panchayat and Manipur State Rural Livelihood Mission jointly organized an awareness Come Tree Plantation program at Phubala Low Canal today. Speaking on the sideline of the program, President of Anoba Khonthang, VLF Sunusipai, Namairakpam Bina stressed on the need for concerted role in mitigating the looming crisis of climate change by planting more trees.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯎ ꯊꯥꯕꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯥ ꯍꯨꯞꯅ ꯎꯁꯦ ꯊꯥꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯎꯄꯥꯟ ꯌꯥꯎꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏꯕꯅ ꯍꯤꯡꯕ ꯉꯝꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯡꯐꯨꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯤꯡꯗꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯇꯞꯅ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯟ ꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯟ ꯇꯥꯔꯛꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯅ MSRLM ꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯥꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯨꯡꯒꯪꯗ ꯁꯦꯜꯐ ꯍꯦꯜꯞ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯨꯞ ꯑꯃ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯒ ꯁꯦꯜꯐ ꯍꯦꯜꯞ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯨꯞꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯄꯨꯟꯕ BLF ꯑꯩꯅ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯨꯞ ꯑꯃꯃꯝ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯤꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ BLF ꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯊꯧꯗꯥꯡ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯊꯕꯛꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯦꯅ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯤꯡꯕꯨ ꯃꯃꯤꯠ ꯄꯥꯡꯍꯜꯂꯛꯏꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ MSRLM ꯖꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ BLF ꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯠꯇꯒꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯔꯥꯡ cluster
Diamond donors today extended financial assistance of 50,000 rupees to 4 families. Diamond donors conveyed that the financial assistance was provided with the contributions from members of Diamond donors and viewers and audiences of Diamond TV and Wahong Radio. It also expressed special gratitude to Imasi Sorojini, Padma Shri Namairakpam Kunjarani, CRPF Second in Command Wangkhaimyum Nandini Sarangthem Tomba and Sorobala from Australia for their substantial monetary contributions. Speaking on the sidelines of handing the financial assistance, I beg your pardon, MD of Diamond TV and Wahong Radio, James Haigrujam, asserted that the families which provided the financial assistance include an elderly woman who survived with her blind son, a blind person, and 2 members of Diamond donors who met with accidents recently. And in some more sports news, 15-day state-level inter-school literary and sports competition kicked off at artificial turf ground Lamlong today. The competition is being organized by BSM Educational Learning Center Kanchipur and will continue till July 25th. Speaking on the sideline, founder-director of BSM Iringba, Manoj, asserted that the competition will focus in honing extracurricular activities among students apart from their academics. Students from 68 schools will compete in 17 events.
Tungwa disciplines in the education culture, arts, games and sports different organization school competition 25 universities up to 12 standard forward beyond the box size beyond education platform BSM Manipur Hanba state level inter-school competition take up Tozabane, Luna, Tunga Lakadaba Mambuso, Tunde Hena, Angang Sing, Anabidamaka, BSM Manipur Kanchipuna, Hena, Jabba.
And in today's weather report, according to ICAR Regional Center Lamphel, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 31.2 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 21 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 89% in the morning and 60% in the evening. Manipur received 1.1 millimeter of rainfall in the past 24 hours. And that is all we could pack in this bulletin. But before we wrap up, here are the headlines once again. Durand Cup will not only instill courage and competitive spirit among players, but strengthen bond between Indian security forces and people, asserts Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla. Census 2026 scheduled for April to carry out delimitation exercise in Manipur is a ploy to wipe out indigenous population, alleges Meitei Meitei Tribe Union Youth Wing. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee meets Governor, flags financial irregularities in housing projects for displaced persons. After Bishnupur and Jiribam, flying squads formed for Imphal West to ensure safe farming activities and prevent any untoward incidents during farming season. And Directorate of Printing and Stationery becomes first paperless office in Manipur. Director Ngambam Robin says will make efforts to minimize use of papers. Dear viewers, don't go anywhere. Coming up next is Prime Time Manipuri News presented by Sanatombi. Stay tuned.